Do you have a morning routine that helps you combat anxiety right off the bat? Hi, welcome to Thriving Every Day. I'm Linda, and I want to invite you to come along with me this morning as I go on my morning walk. So this is one thing that I do in the mornings to help combat anxiety for the day. I try to walk every morning, no matter how I've woken up. If I've woken up with anxiety, I for sure really try to go. Now, if I've woken up in a full-blown panic attack, which, man, I hate those days, but it's a little bit more difficult and I may not get out. So, walking. I don't even know where to start to tell you about walking. So, for the anxiety part of it, I am very blessed to live in an area that has walking trails a block from my house. So I just leave my house, walk the block, and then head out the trails. Let me show you where I'm at. So this is what it looks like. Right here ahead of us is a butterfly garden, and here in about a month or so, it will be nice and green and full of butterflies and everything. So I'm blessed to have this area, which makes it very convenient for me to be able to go out and walk. If you don't have an area like this, you can still go out and walk. Walk around your apartment complex, walk around the block if you live in a house, but they don't have walking trails. You don't need anything fancy to be able to go out and walk. So I've walking has been my exercise preference forever. Well, except when I danced. Oh, I love to dance. But I don't do that anymore. So walking is it. So I used to walk and think about or talk about with my husband the things that in my life that were troublesome, things that I needed to work out. And what I found after sepsis and having acute anxiety disorder was that was actually detrimental. I would return home with more anxiety than I started with. Ugh, no good. So, talking to my therapist, he suggested that I not do that. Not think about, not talk about the things that were causing me anxiety. Well, duh. I don't know why I didn't think about that before on my own, but it makes complete sense because when I'm out here, I can listen to the birds, enjoy nature, and just get away from life, which is what it's supposed to do, right? Exercise is supposed to help us reset. So that's what I do. Now, there's times when I'm walking with my husband and I don't say anything because I can't get out of my head. And when I do that, what I then do is the countdown. I don't know what the proper term is, but I use the countdown method. So the 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, the 5 things I can see, 4 things I can hear, 3 things I can touch, 2 things I can smell, and 1 thing that I can taste. So I'll do that while I'm walking, because then that helps to tamper down the anxiety, which is good. That's what the walk is for, right? So I'll do that if the anxiety is just too much. And I'll just listen to the birds. This is something that I love about this trail, is that you can always hear the birds, especially because I walk in the morning, early morning. This morning is cloudy. It rained last night, so it's still actually even a little misty, which I love. I love that kind of weather. I love fog, which is weird, but I also love sunshine. I just love it all. So I'm going to talk a little bit about sepsis and exercise. Ooh. So after sepsis, immediately after, when they discharged me, and you can find all that story in the video titled My Sepsis Story, I think is what it's called, something like that. You can find it. Just hunt around on the channel. It'll be there. It'll be one of the first ones. Anyway, when I was discharged, my paperwork said that I could go back to work the next day. And I was like, what? And then I had just spent 10 days in ICU. Barely, I couldn't even get out of bed. So that was something. But that wasn't, I guess I could have gone back to work. It wasn't going to harm me. But physically, I was not able to go back to work. And walking, the first week, my goal was to make it to the bathroom by myself. From the couch to the bathroom, which was maybe 50 feet. That was my goal, was to be able to walk to the bathroom by myself without falling against the wall. So walking has been a process. My second week was to make it out to the swing out in our backyard. And it was months before I could go anywhere by myself, including driving. Oh my gosh, it was at least 6 months before I could drive because I was dizzy after sepsis. So the same loop that I'm doing today, the same trail, is about 3 miles. And I used to be able to do it in roughly 30 minutes. Now it takes me closer to car. This road is supposed to be blocked off for construction. Anyway, takes me now closer to 45 to an hour to walk it. But I'm able to do it. And I don't know if I'll get any faster. It doesn't really matter because I'm able to do it. Anyway, that's why I do it. That's why I walk. and why I suggest that you find something that you can do that will help you with your anxiety. Physical activity is good. Being out in nature is great. I had one doctor, actually my thyroid surgeon, who told me after sepsis that the best thing I could do would be to just be outside, just to sit outside and just enjoy nature. So this walk that I do has dual purpose, maybe even 3 times. I'm able to enjoy nature, get some exercise, which is good for my body, and just let my mind calm a little bit. So I hope you have enjoyed coming along on my walk with me this morning. I would love to know what you do to combat anxiety first thing in the morning to help your day go better. Leave your comments below so you can help other people. That's what this is all about, is helping other people feel like they're not alone in their anxiety journey. Because I know that we're not, but it can be so isolating. Nothing worse than going through a panic attack and thinking you're all alone, because it's hard to come out of that. And even just the day-to-day anxiety creates barriers. No good. So friends, just know that you're not alone. I'm right there with you. I'm supporting you, and I understand 100% what it is you're going through. Now, everybody's anxiety is different, and I understand that as well. But the premise, the basis of it is the same for everybody and anybody. So leave your comments below. If you've had an enjoyable time this morning going on the walk with me, please subscribe and follow along as I go day to day, as I try to thrive every day. Have a good day, y'all.